Imagine you're a filmmaker and you open your first film like this. Then you think to yourself, I can do better. And you open your next film like this. And then you really think to yourself,
Not quite my tempo.
and you open your next film like this. This title appears on screen 32 minutes into Damien Chazelle's epic. Now I know you're probably sitting there saying, bro, get to the point. I've seen how the film opens. But what's important to know here is that the openings, though keep on getting greater and greater, there's one thing that remains the same. The character's desire. Damien Chazelle wastes no time introducing this. Where other directors will use the exposition to introduce the character's characteristics first. For example, Fincher's The Social Network starts with a 5-minute conversation scene that has not much to do with the movie other than giving the audience an idea of what the character is like. Chazelle's film, however, starts with a bang. The audience knows exactly what these characters are striving for from the get-go. Their identities emerged not through backstory, but through action. This method is not just a stylistic choice. It reflects Chazelle's own belief that people are defined by what they chase, rather than where they come from. Passion is not just a recurring theme in Damien Chazelle's films. It is the central force that drives them. Whether it is a jazz drummer bleeding over his drumsticks, an actress struggling through endless auditions, Chazelle tells stories about people consumed by their dreams.
I want to be part of something bigger, I guess.
Bigger than what?
Bigger than this.
Andrew Fletcher, Mia, Sebastian and Nelly have one thing in common. They dream, and they aren't afraid of dreaming. They know that dreams have their costs. The whole story only unfolds to what that cost is going to be. That's what keeps us hooked. Chazelle's own life mirrors the relentless drive of his protagonists. Born to a French-American family of intellectuals, he initially pursued drumming in high school with the same feverish intensity that he later brought to his filmmaking. Music was his first great love, but he ultimately realized he lacked the talent to reach the heights he aspired to. This failure did not put his morale down. Instead, it redirected his passion towards storytelling. His struggle with perfectionism, evident in his meticulous directing, only suggests that his films are deeply personal, almost confessional.
I want to be one of the greats.
And I would stop you from doing that?
Yeah.
He seems fascinated by the philosophical question, is greatness worth the sacrifice? In his world, the answer is never simple. It comes with pain and isolation. This is something that has always been a very common theme in all of Chazelle's work. Even his thesis film Guy and Madeline on a Park Bench follows the same motif. Philosophically, Chazelle's films align with an existentialist thought. His characters embody the idea that meaning is not given, but created through struggle. Jean-Paul Sartre argued that passion, when authentically pursued, gives life meaning, even if it brings suffering. Chazelle's films embrace this idea, showing that a life devoted to a singular pursuit can be both noble and devastating. Andrew Neiman, Sebastian Wilder, and Nelly all fit this mold. They reject a comfortable life in favor of something greater. Chazelle does not present them as heroes or villains, but as deeply human figures caught in the whirlwind of their own desires. So this begs the age-old question: is passion a blessing or a curse? Chazelle does not offer a definitive answer to this question. His film suggests that passion is both salvation and damnation, a pursuit that demands sacrifice. His characters are driven by a force they cannot control, just as he himself seems to be. There is beauty in that, but there's also tragedy. Andrew's triumphant drum solo is not a happy ending. It is just Andrew's deeper descent into his obsession. Similarly, La La Land's final sequence suggests that dreams come at a cost they were willing to pay. This relentless drive is also reminiscent to the myth of Sisyphus, where man's eternal struggle is itself an act of defiance. Chazelle's characters, much like Sisyphus, push their boulders uphill, knowing full well that the summit may never bring them peace. Perhaps the final message of Chazelle's work is that passion is neither good nor bad. It just simply is. It is the fire that fuels greatness, and the abyss that consumes those who reach too close. And maybe, just maybe, that is the price worth paying. See you around.